Hello and welcome to the only place that will make your head spin with a ton of amazing meme builds. I am Chuck that Estes and today we have something more classical. This is a build that worked pretty well back in Lord of Destruction and it seems to be still pretty viable in PD2. This is the Venom Whirlwind Assassin. And for those who don't know, Assassin has access to Whirlwind via Chaos Reward. It can only be made in claws though. This is a pretty fun build, but in my opinion it has some pretty fair weaknesses that are hard to disregard when it comes to potential and clear speed. First weakness is the range of Claw, which is very short, meaning our whirlwind range is very limited and will reduce the amount of monsters we can hit with it. The second weakness is obviously damage, because Claw's damage is much lower than two-handed weapons. It results in a very subpar skills when compared to the Barbarian. The third is a pretty major one though. Chaos Reward can be made into Ethereal Claws because it has self-repair. Sadly, the repair is too slow and will eventually run out of durability if you run too many maps in a row. Currently, the best solution to that is to make yourself a backup Chaos Reward. It's a bit annoying, but that's the best solution we have right now. As you can see in this high density tier 3 map, we can think some pretty serious stuff. It is a fairly safe build after all. But as mentioned, this is the second map I did with this setup and the claws is already running out of durability. This is partly due to me using Blade Shield, but we will ignore that for now. The damage with Venom is pretty damn good, but the most limiting factor is really the claw range, and there's just nothing we can do about that. But anyway, let's jump to the gear, and starting with Chaos Claw, which is somewhat needed to make this build work if you didn't realize by now, because it gives the Whirlwind O skill. Then, as most other melee builds, Guillaume's Face gives Deadly Strike, Crushing Blow. It's pretty nasty helmet. The amulet is Eye Lords, also for the Deadly Strike. Then Phoenix Shield, giving us an insane amount of enhanced damage, defense, absorb, life, but more importantly, the Redemption Aura, because while we are spinning, we cannot use potions. But Redemption will still redeem souls and heal us. It is an amazing shield, use it. Another option would be to use Fury Claw often, as it gives some pretty strong stats, but personally I'd much rather use the shield because of the redemption. We also use Gore Rider, giving us more Deadly Strike and more Crushing Blow. One ring is Bolketos for the Life Leech. Getting Mana Leech Corruption on this is pretty important, so try to go for it. Otherwise you can get the corruption on your gloves. Verdango helps with your HP, and the physical damage reduction allows us to tank monsters much easier as we spin through the wall of them. The second ring is Dwarf Star, helping with the block rate, more life, and reduced magic damage, which is always underrated. Gloves are Venom Grip, as those are the only gloves boosting our poison damage, but Steel Rands are also a nice option. Then the armor is Tyrael's Might. To be honest, I have much more damage with Bramble because of Venom, but we lose too much stats to make it worth it, so Tyrael's Might it is. Resistances cannot be frozen, but most importantly, faster run route. It will cause Whirlwind to hit a bit less often because of the move speed, but we can dodge a lot of damage by going for faster run route. Then we have some pre-buff gear, 2 rings with plus skills, an amulet with plus 2 skills, Arak, Bramble, Shadow Dancer, Steel Shade. Finally, on swap we have Viper Fork. All those items will increase our Venom damage from between 3.5k to 5.4k damage. With Venom we reach 10k damage without Merc Aura. We have plenty of attack rating, a ton of resistances, and a maximum block rate. You want enough strength to equip gear? Shadow Dancer are IS at 167, enough dex for max block, and everything else into a vitality. Finally, our skills are 20 Venom as it is our main source of damage, 20 points into Fade for survivability, 20 into Claw Mastery giving attack rating, damage and critical strike, 20 into Cobra Strike because it is a synergy to Venom, and everything else into Blade Shield because why not, it adds a little bit of damage. As for your Merc, I went with Defiance, Act 2 Merc for survivability, Upride for concentration, Templar's Might for the aura, then everything else aimed towards sustain. And that's it for this build. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. This time it was a bit more conventional, but hey, it can't always be memes, right? Right? Alright. Thank you all for watching. If you aren't subscribed, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, why aren't you subscribed? If you liked the video, spin that like button. And until next video, take care, bye bye.